If you are looking for a great pint, there's a pair of bat biologists in BC who have just what you need. Deadfall Brewing is being crowned the winner of Canada's Beer Cup. It's an annual contest that judges more than 1,200 entries, and its panel of 40 judges unanimously fell for Deadfall's Basil Brown Ale. So joining us this morning, very early from Prince George, BC, is Brandon Bearwald, one of Deadfall's co-founders. Congratulations. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. It is very early.
It is very early. Listen, I'm excited to talk about this win. Deadfall Brewing is a small town shop. You guys just opened last year. Now you've taken the whole thing. How are you reacting to the big win?
It's pretty crazy. I think it's still sinking in because we're so small. We're so busy. And right now, especially because we're pretty much sold out of everything. So I haven't really had much time to sit down and really take it in, to be honest. But yeah, community sport's been awesome, and it's been just incredible. We're
going to get to what makes Basil Brown Ale the winner in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about you and your wife, because this story is great. You were both previously involved in bat biology. In fact, on your website, you described yourselves as a couple of biology nerds. How did you go from bats to beer?
Well, we were in grad studies together back in the late 2000s, I guess, early 2010s. And, being poor graduate students, you brew beer so you can afford to drink beer. So we just really got into it. And to be honest, the science background really helps with brewing beer. So there's a bit of art and a bit of science to brewing beer. And So, we just brewed a lot during grad studies. So
you make it sound really easy, but this is something that people talk about, they dream about, they work at for so long, and you guys have just figured out this magic. The brown ale, what makes it so good?
A lot of iterations. I've been brewing that beer for quite some time. It's probably my oldest homebrew recipe. So yeah, I've probably been brewing it close to 15, 20 years. So
can you describe the taste for us?
Oh yeah, so it's an American brown ale. So it's not like the English brown ales. It's a little bit cleaner. So there's no yeast flavor. It's mostly all about the malt and the hops, and just like a perfect balance between those two. So you get like notes of chocolate and coffee, and then you kind of get like a piney hop kind of earthy thing coming in, and just really well balanced and clean. So
it sounds delicious. Now I'm very thirsty, even though it's 8:13. The beer is in high demand ever since your win, obviously, and you are, as you described, a small shop. You're tucked into a strip mall. How are you filling the orders?
Straight up, we're not. We've been trying. I've been brewing like crazy, and so I'm the only one in production. So what? I brew and sell and package and deliver most of it in my little Tacoma. So yeah, we're real small. When I say we're small, I don't think people could really understand how small we are. We're brewing 700 liters at a time. So right now our orders have just quadrupled, and we're just doing what we do and filling what we can, I guess. So yeah. Okay,
Brandon, what are you going to do to capitalize on this moment? Call your friends, whoever was in grad school with you, they need to come and help.
Yeah. The whole team, we have a really good team, and we're all stepping up. So front end staff is, busting their humps in the tap room, because it's way busier than it's been before. And the whole team's kind of stepping up. But yeah, we can only do so much. So we're not looking to really expand, a big expansion or anything right now. We're just gonna keep doing what we do.
Brandon, when you were brewing, you said this is one of your oldest home brews. So when you were putting this recipe together and you were trying it out, did you ever even imagine it could be the best one in the country?
No, not this one. I make plenty of other beers that I thought would have finished way higher, but a brown ale in general is kind of pedestrian and boring to a lot of people. So it kind of blows my mind that that's the style that took it. So, because honestly, it's our worst seller, or was.
I was going to say, I imagine it's a bestseller now. If people want it, how can they get it, Brandon?
Come to Prince George and visit the brewery, I guess. I know in BC, I'm really trying to figure out how I can get it down to the Lower Mainland. But like I said, we're so small. We're barely making enough for Prince George right now. So, yeah. It's a beautiful place to be in the winter. Come visit. Come have some good beer.
Listen, I normally think of pulp and paper when I think of Prince George, but now I'm going to think of your beer. Thanks so much, Brandon.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.